Welcome back, friends. Every story here has one goal: to touch your heart and inspire your soul. If you believe in love, loyalty, and unforgettable moments, then this channel is made for you. Today's video isn't just content, it is a true story of a boxing king, Muhammad Ali, I want to share with you. Muhammad Ali's story begins in Louisville, Kentucky, on January 17, 1942, when he was born as Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. Growing up in the segregated South, Ali faced the harsh realities of racism and inequality from an early age. At the age of 12, after his bicycle was stolen, he told a police officer he wanted to whoop the thief. That officer happened to be a boxing coach, and he encouraged young Cassius to learn how to fight before making such bold promises. What started as a simple desire for justice became the spark that lit one of the greatest careers in sports history. Ali threw himself into training, developing incredible speed and agility, and by his teenage years, he was already dominating in the amateur ranks. In 1960, at just 18 years old, Cassius Clay traveled to Rome for the Summer Olympics, where he won the gold medal in light heavyweight boxing. Returning home as a hero, he quickly transitioned into the professional boxing world. But unlike many young fighters, Ali didn't just bring skill into the ring, he brought personality. He talked fast, he bragged loudly, and he predicted his victories with unmatched confidence. The media called him cocky. The fans called him arrogant. But Ali called it belief. He often said, "I am the greatest," long before he truly was. By 1964, Cassius Clay had climbed the ranks to earn a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship against Sonny Liston. Liston was considered one of the most fearsome champions in boxing history, a man with devastating power who had destroyed opponents with ease. Nobody believed Clay stood a chance. Sports writers predicted he wouldn't survive more than a few rounds. But Clay wasn't intimidated. In the weeks leading up to the fight, he taunted Liston, calling him the big, ugly bear and boasting that he would float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. The public thought he was all talk, but Clay had a plan, and he carried it with supreme confidence. On February 25, 1964, in Miami Beach, the world watched what many thought would be a quick and brutal end for the young challenger. But from the opening bell, Clay shocked everyone. He danced around the ring with dazzling speed, peppering Liston with lightning-quick jabs and combinations. Liston grew frustrated, swinging wildly, but landing nothing meaningful. Clay's movement was unlike anything seen in the heavyweight division before. After 6 rounds of frustration, punishment, and exhaustion, Sonny Liston quit on his stool. The impossible had happened. Cassius Clay was the new heavyweight champion of the world. At only 22 years old, he had fulfilled his bold prophecy and truly shocked the world. But that night was more than just a sporting victory. Shortly after, Clay announced that he had joined the Nation of Islam and was given a new name by Elijah Muhammad, Muhammad Ali. The world was stunned once again. Ali declared that Cassius Clay was his slave name, and that from now on, he would be known as Muhammad Ali. In an era of civil rights struggles and social upheaval, Ali's boldness made him one of the most polarizing figures in America. He refused to conform, refused to apologize, and stood proudly for his identity and beliefs. As champion, Ali defended his title with unmatched skill. He defeated tough opponents like Floyd Patterson and Cleveland Williams, dazzling audiences with his speed, reflexes, and charisma. He was more than a fighter. He was an entertainer, a poet, and a cultural icon. But his biggest challenge was yet to come, and it would not be inside the ring. In 1967, at the height of the Vietnam War, Ali was drafted into the U.S. military. But he refused to serve, famously declaring, "I ain't got no quarrel with them Viet Cong." He explained that his faith and his principles would not allow him to fight in a war he didn't believe in. This decision cost him dearly. Ali was stripped of his championship, banned from boxing, and faced the possibility of prison. For nearly 4 years, from age 25 to 29, the prime years of his career, Ali was forced out of the ring. Many thought his career was finished. But Ali's stand made him a hero to millions around the world who admired his courage to sacrifice everything for his beliefs. In 1970, Ali returned to boxing, and soon after, he faced Joe Frazier in what was billed as the fight of the century. The two men clashed in Madison Square Garden in 1971, and in a brutal battle, Ali lost by decision. But he was not finished. Ali fought his way back and, in 1974, earned another shot at the heavyweight title against George Foreman. Foreman was younger, stronger, and undefeated. Most experts believed Ali had no chance. But once again, Ali shocked the world. In the famous Rumble in the Jungle in Zaire, Ali used his legendary rope-a-dope strategy, letting Foreman punch himself into exhaustion before knocking him out in the 8th round. Ali reclaimed his crown and cemented his place as one of the greatest fighters in history. Even after that, Ali continued to prove his greatness. In 1975, he faced Joe Frazier once again in the legendary Thrilla in Manila, a fight so brutal that both men were pushed to the absolute limits of endurance. Ali won when Frazier's corner stopped the fight after 14 grueling rounds. Ali later admitted it was the closest he had ever felt to dying in the ring. Ali's career stretched well into the late 1970s, and though he eventually lost his title, his legacy was already beyond question. He was more than a champion. He was a global symbol of courage, pride, and resilience. Outside the ring, Ali used his fame to promote peace, humanitarian work, and unity across the world. Even after being diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in the 1980s, Ali continued to inspire millions with his strength and dignity. Muhammad Ali passed away on June 3, 2016, but his story will never fade. He was not just a boxer who won fights. He was a man who fought for his identity, his beliefs, and for justice. He was an athlete, a poet, a rebel, and a hero who dared to be different. From a boy whose bike was stolen, to an Olympic gold medalist, to the heavyweight champion of the world, Muhammad Ali lived a life that truly shocked, inspired, and changed the world. If this video touched your heart, don't forget to share it with someone who needs a little light today. Your love keeps this channel alive. Like, comment, and subscribe to join our growing family. Every view, every like, and every kind word brings us closer. Thank you for being part of this journey. Let's spread love together. Subscribe now and be part of something truly meaningful.